to Miss Casey's Cyber Beauty channel. And what I'm going to bring to you today here in this channel is talking about how I got my retainers taken off, what is the process, of course, how much the Invisalign actually costs, and of course, I will be talking about the doctor that I actually went to, the orthodontist I went to actually get my actual Invisalign done. So stay tuned, keep watching. Okay, so I did wanted to let you guys know, so initially my journey on getting Invisalign was a actual process. I had to qualify for Invisalign. In order to do that, you do have to go in for a consultation. I did this actually 2 years ago before I actually went to Dr. Juan, who is the doctor that I actually went to get my Invisalign treatment done. What a lot of people don't mention when it comes to the Invisalign is that they don't talk about how that the actual attachments that goes onto your teeth to actually align your teeth and straighten them. That's what I'm going to be mentioning today, and you're going to see some things that I did get done. With that being said, I will show a couple clips.
Light wasn't so intense. That's why some people feel it, because it's a very bright light.
I'm just going to go over what I actually experienced with the Invisalign. So 2 years ago, back, I want to say 3 years ago, back in 3 to 4 years ago, back in 2016, I actually wanted to see if I can get Invisalign. At the time, I was changing jobs, changing careers, of course, and I didn't have the chance to actually sit down with a orthodontist to get a consultation, and I didn't get any recommendations at the time. I was trying to see if there was someone that could actually do this procedure because I've been very insecure about my teeth. I had a lot of overcrowding, and I also had a lot of overbite and spacing. I had overcrowding in the bottom, and I had spacing at the top. My spacing was my major issue. I have a trademark that was passed down from my grandmother to, of course, my mother, and I did not want that trademark. I just personally, for me, I didn't feel that having a gap was something that I wanted. So I actually took it upon myself to do some research. Now, I'm not sponsored to do this video, and moreover, I'm not sponsored for Invisalign or anything like that. And this is just me going through my personal experience. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and go into details. So initially, when I went in for my first consultation, I took my time and researched Dr. Juan's office because I really wanted to make sure that the experience that I have is not an enjoyable one, but also a better plan for myself as far as money-wise, budget, because Invisalign is very expensive, and for those that do have insurance, they can help make it a little bit more affordable. After going to making a visit and a consultation with Dr. Juan, I was able to qualify for the actual Invisalign treatment. I did have the option to qualify for braces, but of course, when he told me that I qualified for Invisalign, I was like, great, let's get it started. So I was like so happy to actually get this process done. When I did go over some of the specs of my insurance, at the time my insurance did not cover all the expenses and cover all the cosmetic dentistry that would be done to my teeth, which is part of the Invisalign treatment. That's what brings me to why it took so long for me to get the Invisalign process, because I did change jobs, I did change careers, and I actually ended up getting into something a little bit actually allows me to have the Invisalign treatment, and with my insurance for my job allows me to pay and afford the Invisalign treatment. So I'm just going to go through a breakdown how much I actually paid for the Invisalign. So $5,999 for the actual Invisalign treatment. That's how much it would cost. Now that was the cost generically, just without the actual payment plan set up, meaning that if I didn't have insurance, I would end up paying this much, close to that much with the insurance. That's $800 was the down payment that I had to pay up front. And then the rest is going to be from my insurance company. It's going to cover the $1,200. And I did have a breakdown of each plan that I was supposed to actually go under. So once I actually chose a plan, I picked the one that was reasonable for me at the time. And so I did have several other plans that I could choose from. The $800 plan payment down was great for me, and I ended up paying $116 for my monthly payments. monthly installments, while my insurance company basically covers other rest of expenses. So the Invisalign, the actual X-rays, that does include your actual trays that you're gonna get and the attachments. So I did wanted to let you guys know the attachments are very important. A lot of people don't mention that when they speak about the Invisalign. There is some things that you need to be aware about. So you don't get just an invisible tray right off the bat. You do get the little tiny glue, little attachments that the orthodontist is going to actually put on your teeth to make sure that your teeth are actually aligning properly, meaning that they're going to be closing, they're going to be shifting, and that's going to actually keep your teeth nice and straight throughout your process. Now, you do have to qualify for the Invisalign in order for this to actually go through and work. I actually went through the process. My process was supposed to take 18 months to actually straighten my full teeth. Now, I did get several attachments, and I will speak about them briefly, and I will mention them. And if you see them right here, I had some on the top and some on the bottom, of course. And those were from what my orthodontist chose, so that way my teeth will not. I got every 2-3 weeks, I got new trays coming to me. I had to make an appointment, and I would come back every 2 weeks. So I had a set of trays that came in the mail to me, to my doctor's office, that I would actually go pick up at my doctor's office. They will actually just look at my teeth, do a simple exam, and go from there. So my first day that I actually got the Invisalign treatment, so let me just say this. If you're thinking that you're going to go in there and you're going to just put these trays in your mouth and then everything is going to be great, I did want to give you a small little disclosure to that. So when I went to go get that done, they had to put the attachments on my teeth. It wasn't just me going and picking up my trays and putting them in my mouth. I had to go get the attachments set on my teeth. So what they did was actually take a glue and a bonding, which is the attachment, and glue it to each teeth that is actually going to be causing for my Invisalign trays to actually sit on. And all right, he is going to use some tools to actually glue the actual bonding of the attachments onto your teeth. Of course, you will brush your teeth first, and they'll give you some kind of paste to make sure there's nothing on.
This first thing is a conditioner. We just painted on the back side of your teeth. It's actually the same stuff we've used when we did your attachments. And then air. Yep, you can put it on if you'd like to. And this is air again, just drying your teeth.
And things like that to keep your mouth dry, so that way the glue bonding stays, so that way it can stick to your teeth. And then you will be, after that, then you'll go in and actually put on the actual trays and treatment and go through the whole treatment process of the Invisalign. A lot of you probably are wondering if those little bumps are noticeable. They're not noticeable unless somebody's actually coming directly in your mouth and looking at it. And for the most part, you should be able to see that for the, like, when you look into your mouth, you're going to see the actual attachments. As of right now, today, since yesterday was my final actual of my treatment for the Invisalign, so after you go through your finalized treatment, you're going to get retainers. Your retainers are going to be put in place of your actual Invisalign. So instead of it shifting to make your teeth straight, it's actually going to be in there to actually keep your teeth straight and actually retain the actual treatment that you went through for the duration that you needed to. Okay, so I am going to go through and show you a couple of clips and me vlogging the whole process that I went through. So stay tuned, just keep watching, and you'll see everything that I went through that day. So in the vlog, it's going to show exactly the procedures that I went through for my final treatment. I will say this is not so much different from when you come in the first time to get the attachments on. This is the final process, what it would be like to take the attachments off. And a lot of times when you see the commercial Invisalign, they show the invisible trays going into your mouth, but that's the final results. Like, I have the actual Invisalign trays in my mouth right as of now, And this is the retainer. This is not the actual Invisalign treatment. This is the actual retainer to keep your teeth actually still straightened. So they do not have the bumps on it. Not everyone has to get all those attachments. Some people get more than others. Some actually get less than others. For me, I had a couple in the front, and of course I had a couple in the back to shift my teeth and keep my teeth straight. So that was my process, but I'm sure everyone else's process will be a little bit different. But I do want to give you that hands-on experience to see exactly what the process is like to go through the Invisalign treatment and finish up the Invisalign treatment. So I did go through the whole 18 months. I actually finished earlier, but due to the COVID-19, it did cause a little bit of setback. Of course, Dr. Juan had to close his office, but he did make sure that everyone was safe. We were wearing masks all the time, doing treatment, or unless we were actually engaging in doing the actual trays. You will see him shortly. I am going to mention him, of course, so please keep watching and see you guys. Okay, guys, so if you see here, I'm actually speaking briefly with Dr. Juan about how's my treatment been going so far. I'm just explaining to him that, I have really not really much concerns because I felt like I went through the treatment, everything went well. My teeth shift the way they needed to be. I was very consistent with making sure that I keep my trays in my mouth for 22 hours. Of course, in that time period, yes, you do take them out to eat, drink, but when you're sleeping or if you're not doing anything, you keep them in your mouth. Of course, you do go through your normal procedures like brushing teeth, flossing, and of course, disinfecting your mouth with Listerine or salt water solution, or even if you do it with hydrogen peroxide. You're just going to clean your mouth out so that way there's no bacteria and things. And you also want to brush and clean your trays so that when you put them in, you're not getting sticky residue or bacteria or anything that's on your actual tray for a long time, especially a day. You would need to brush it and clean it out. I am going to mention a couple things that I did during my treatment. So when I did go through my Invisalign treatment, I did experience a little bit of pain. You're going to experience a little bit of pain. It's not significant. It's just the tightening of your teeth shifting. So I would say it's more of a sensitivity or more of a pressure that you're going to feel on your teeth, but it's not bad. You can take ibuprofen or you can take, some kind of pain reliever. Now, I will say this. If you're not a type of person that likes to take medicine or certain medication for pain relief, you can always do toothpaste. I would recommend, and I did this because there were times that I felt like even with ibuprofen wasn't working fast enough. So I did go out and consider buying sensitivity toothpaste. The toothpaste that I actually purchased was Colgate sensitivity, and I did purchase Colgate all in total, the new one that they have out. So I actually purchased that one, and that actually did wonders for my teeth. Like, my teeth were not hurting. Like, the times that I had to shift my trays, that's the only time that it hurt. The first 3 days, it did hurt a little bit, but not as bad. So, of course, the first time you're going to put in, you're going to feel a little bit of pressure. After maybe having it in for maybe an hour, you'll notice a slight difference of sensitivity or pressure on your teeth because you're actually getting it to shift. So, and then once you get through your first week, you'll get a little bit easier. Your first 3 days, you're probably not going to be able to eat anything too hard, only because of the sensitivity of your teeth. So I recommend something really soft like soup or mashed potatoes, smoothies. Let's see, something that you can easily just swallow. Jello is good too. Just for the first couple of days, eat something really, really soft that you don't have to do too much chewing on. The second day, you probably can eat something a little bit more solid. And probably the third day, you're probably working your way up to eating more solid foods, but not too crunchy. So I would say that much, but for the most part, you're going to love the whole experience. Like, knowing that you can take out your trays anytime, but you do have to keep them in for at least 22 hours. You can take it out to eat snacks. You can take it out to drink. You can take it out to drink coffee, tea, The only thing that you can actually drink, or probably actually really drink with the trays, is probably water. Water is the only thing that won't stain the teeth, burn the actual Invisalign trays, or cause it to basically get out of line, like meaning that it bubbles up to the point that it won't fit in your mouth anymore. So I did wanted to let you know about that for the most part. Other than that, the process is very simple, very easy. I actually went through the whole entire process. So I actually went through my whole entire process. I actually even traveled with it. I actually went out to eat with it. So it was very flexible, very easy, and me working from home, it made it even more easier because I could easily just take them out, brush my teeth, floss, and then go back to work and on my lunch break and then put my trays back in. So it worked really, it did for me, it was more practical and easy. Now, if you're not the type of person that, if you do qualify Invisalign, you can always swap back. So I just wanted to put that out there. You don't necessarily have to go through the whole treatment if you feel like this is not for me. I think I can just do braces because I don't think I have the time to take it out, put it in, take it out, put it in. And it's fine. You can always talk to, if you do consider Dr. Juan doing your orthodontist treatment, because he's amazing and his team is amazing. If you do decide to do that, I will say this much: you won't regret it, because for the most part, either way, whether you do the Invisalign treatment or the braces treatment, and you're going to enjoy that. He doesn't make it uncomfortable, makes it very comfortable. If you're scared or worried about, if you have any questions or concerns, he's very open, willing to understand, and willing to make adjustments. His team is even capable of making the right schedules for you to work around your schedules. There were so many times that I had a particular day that I needed to actually take to go pick up my treatment, and consistently I never had to derail from that day. So they're willing to work with you no matter what your schedule is, when you need it. If you're needing an emergency, or let's say you lost your trays or you need a replacement, you can always give them a call and they'll definitely go ahead and do that for you. I'm going to let you guys watch a couple of my clips and what's going through. So after I actually went through the treatment, so what Dr. Juan is doing is actually taking off the attachments. So he's have several tools that he's doing to actually not only remove the attachments but polish my teeth from the actual abrasions from the attachments. And then after that, I'm actually coming back again to, of course, get a scan. And then I also come back again to pick up my Invisalign retainers. And they did put a bonding on my teeth, so that way I don't have to worry about my teeth retracting or my teeth actually reverting back to the original, the way it was. I am going to start a couple of pictures so you guys can see the before and after. Please, by any means necessary, please don't shade. I was discouraged with what coming on with my teeth, and I wanted to share this experience because it's such a great experience, and I do want to give all the credit to Dr. Juan because he's been an amazing orthodontist. And if you're ever in the Carolina area, or if you're ever in the Grand Strand, which is near Carolina Forest, please take a time to go get a consultation and see him. He is amazing. He's the best on the Strand. If you're ever in South Carolina, it doesn't matter where you are, he's willing to work with you, and he does both. He does braces and Invisalign. So, and if you do qualify for Invisalign, I assure you, you will not miss out on anything. If you decide to do the braces, that's even a great choice as well. I'm just speaking on my experience based on the Invisalign treatment. So I hope you guys just watch those videos and clips. And I do have a special clip message from Dr. Juan, so just to let you guys know that he is open and ready for business. So if you're interested and you ever in the South Carolina area and you ever want to get a consultation to visit, he'll take you in. Not a problem at all. Okay? All right.
So we'll just start with the top. It's simple. Everything we're going to use, we've used before. This first thing is a conditioner. We just painted on the back side of your teeth. It's actually the same stuff we've used when we did your attachments. that will remember it's kind of bitter and sour. But you're doing amazing. Awesome. And this is water. Light wasn't so intense. That's why some people feel it, because it's a very bright light. Very warm. Yep. So I'm almost done. I'll keep it further. We're almost done. I promise. And I wish this light wasn't so intense. That's why some people feel it.
Water to rinse around. Alright, close and switch out around.
Sure. Awesome. I'm glad you told me that.
Right.
I'm just doing the same on the bottom. So it's just air. You doing okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm going to polish the attachments off now.
Okay.
Okay? So we use this polisher, it's air that you'll feel. Air can be cold, unfortunately, but at any point if it really bothers you, raise your hand, I can stop. I'll try to skip around. Open big, I'm going to start over here. with your, yep, go around. I just want it to feel smooth and slimy everywhere, but if you didn't feel anything rough on the outside of it.
Would you like some water to rinse around? Alright, close.
Awesome, they look great.
So we'll go ahead and lift you up.
Yeah.
Take this napkin off of you and take this glass.
Actually just now finishing getting the attachments taken off. So now I'm about to actually brush my teeth and clean it up so that way Dr. Juan can actually finish up the procedure. Okay, so when I come back, you'll be seeing us actually look at my teeth, just check to see if there's anything else that needs to be checked out, and then we'll go from there. All right, see you when I get. Just finished brushing my teeth, and now I'm about to go back to go ahead and get the scans. So we're just gonna take a look at that, and then I'm gonna show you the actual screening of how everything's supposed to be. All right, see you.
Alright, so now we're going to scan you using this computer scan. We're going to make your clear plastic removable retainers that you'll pick up later today. It's really simple. You don't have to do anything. Just relax, stay open, breathe through your nose. At any point if you need me to stop, just let me know. I can stop, okay? Alright, we'll start with the bottom first. And open. They're all done, so we'll lift you up. Alright guys, this side.
You're going to help me with these. You may remember these. We've done them for the Invisalign.
Yes.
They're retractors. They just go inside of your cheeks only. Perfect. Down all the way. Awesome. Leave them in, don't take them out. This one you're gonna relax a little bit. This one we're gonna pull back on it and then bite down. Keep biting, keep biting. Perfect. Now I'm gonna come around to this side and you can relax that one so you don't have to pull this one so much because we're gonna pull this, yep, and then bite down all the way. You can take those out, you did excellent. We're gonna do 2 more and we'll be done with photos. With your right hand, you're gonna hold this right here. This is gonna go behind your upper lip. Awesome. And I'm just taking photos of your teeth. Cool. That's it for that. Now we'll do your final x-rays.
Okay, so I was able to finish my final treatment. As you can see, I do have one of Dr. Juan's assistants actually scanning my teeth. So you're going to see the scan, and this is how they actually make your trays. This is not only the process that they would do to make the Invisalign, to ship them off to Invisalign, but this is also the process that they do to make your retainers. I did get several boxes to put my retainers. So if you ever lose a tray, like a retainer or the actual, if you ever lose your actual trays that you need, they can give you replacements. I did get the Invisalign kit, and I do have it here. So I did get the Invisalign kit, and in the Invisalign kit, it came with my actual black retainer. Okay, so this is the actual Invisalign actual tray, and what I do is at night or when I'm getting ready to eat, I actually take my trays out and put them in here. Now that I'm actually done with my treatment, what I'm using now, because I have my retainers in, and I do have the bond that's actually in my teeth. So my retainers are a little bit different versus the actual Invisalign. The Invisalign actually has the actual attachments. You do not need the actual official retainers that they're going to give you new ones after you finish your treatment. So you're going to get ones without the actual attachments on it, and that's why you can see my teeth looks actually nice and clear. There's no bumps on it, and I'm actually going to come a little bit closer so you guys can see. So that's basically my actual attachments, and that's actually my whole treatment. So I did want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch my channel. Alright, look forward to more, and please subscribe to it up here. And see you guys in my next one. Bye.